Hello and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to a brand new video. And today's video is going to be going over the most recent poll, and the poll in question is the Wilderness Boss rework. So like all of my poll videos, if you click here you can just bring up the entire poll on an extended browser, but as I've already read through it all, I already know what I'm probably going to say for the majority of these questions. And like always, you guys will have until Monday to finish this poll, and this time you have until Monday the 17th of October, and the day this video goes out is probably the 13th because I'm recording it in the afternoon of the 13th, so I'll hopefully get it out for you guys for about tea time. If not, it'll be early hours on the 14th, but you will have a few days from me going over these questions. So let's just jump straight into these questions anyway. So question 1 is, should the Famamarsen's scepter be reworked as described in the blog? I will put a picture on screen for when we need to as well. The rework will be in auto cast non-powered spells, so this will mean that the player will be able to auto cast the standard spell book, like Fire Surge, like Wind and stuff like that. It will also auto cast the Flames of Zamorak, as it is a Zamarokian weapon, and as well it will auto cast ancient magic spells, for example like Ice Barrage. So I'm going to vote yes for this. And question 2 is the Accursed Scepter, and should the Accursed Scepter be added as described in the blog? This would be a tradable upgrade from the scepter we mentioned in the first question, and this will be made tradable by a attachment which is dropped by Vetion. And I will put a picture on screen of what it looks like with the attachment on it. And it does look quite cool. This scepter will require a level 70 in the magic skill to wield it. It also has an attack speed of 4, and the max hit equals your magic level, which is divided by 3, and then it's -6. This means if your magic level is 99, then your max hit will be 27. It also gives you a special attack, and the special attack will be called Condemn, and the Condemn special attack will use 50% special attack energy. So I'm going to vote yes for this. So moving on to question 3. Question 3 says, should the Web Weaver bow be added as described in the blog? This would be a tradable upgrade from the Craw's bow, and this will be made with a tradable attachment which is dropped by Venenatis. This upgrade will require 70 range to wield, and it is a higher ranged and range strength weapon than the crossbow, because it's an upgrade of course, and it comes with a special attack called Swarm. Once again, the Swarm special attack will use 50% of energy, and this special attack will unleash 4 attacks in a rapid succession. Each of these attacks is capped at a 40% damage. So if you hit a max hit every time with a special attack, then you can accumulate 160% damage. So that's quite sick. Also, with a successful attack, it will inflict poison, and the poison damage will start at 4. So as you guys can imagine, I'm going to vote yes for this. I don't plan on using any of these weapons because I don't really do a lot of wilderness content, but I know a lot of people do, and a lot of people have been crying out for some wilderness changes, and I think this is quite a good one, to be honest. And question 4 states, should the Ursine Chainmace be added as described in the blog? This would be a tradable upgrade from the Vigorous Chainmace with a tradable attachment which is dropped by Callisto. And once again, you can either pay to get this attachment added to the Chainmace, or you can do it yourself if you have a level 85 in the smithing skill. And once again, this chainmace, or this upgraded chainmace, will require a level 70 to wield, and it obviously has a higher crush and melee strength than the regular Vigorous chainmace. And the special attack for this weapon would be called Bear Down. This Bear Down special attack will cost 50% special attack energy. If the Bear Down special attack hits, it will deal 20 damage over 6 seconds or 10 game ticks. And this prevents the players from running for 3.6 seconds or 6 game ticks. And it also reduces the target's agility level by 20. So that's quite a sick weapon, especially if you're trying to get someone who keeps trying to get away from you, if you're trying to PK him. So I think this will be a good one. I'm going to vote yes for this one. And question 5 states, should the Void Waker, which will be a tradable weapon, be assembled by components dropped by each Venenatis, Betion, and Callisto be added to the game? And just to give a bit of backstory on this Void Waker, each one of these bosses will have a separate part of the weapon. One boss will have the blade, a second boss will have the hilt, and a third boss will have the crystal. And all these components are tradable. The completed Void Waker, it will also be a tradable weapon, and it behaves like any other items on death. And the Void Waker will require a level 75 attack, 75 strength, and 60 magic to equip. So I'm going to vote yes. I think it should be added into the game. And question 6 is the next bit what we're going to cover. And it says, if the Void Waker is added to the game, or Wacker is added to the game, should this special attack dispute cost 50% or 60% special attack energy? I know a lot of people were asking for it to be reduced from 60 to 50. I'm not really too bothered about that, to be honest. I think it probably should be 50 because the other 3 weapons are. So I'll just vote 50% for this one. And question 7, I'm pretty sure is about designs. And if the Void Waker is added to the game, or the Void Whacker is added to the game, should model A, B, or C be used? The highest voted option will be the model that gets used. Option A is at the top, obviously. Option B is the middle, and option C is the bottom. And I will put the picture on screen. And in my opinion, the best one is probably option A. I think option C is a bit far-fetched. Option B is not too bad, but I would like option C handle or the hilt on option A. I think that would be a lot better. But obviously, beggars can't be choosers. I'm going to go with option A anyway. But it would be good if we could get the handle from option C and put it on the handle of option A. And question 8 is, should the Dragon Pickaxe be obtainable via the mining skill to be offered from a source determined by poll question 9? Do I think this should be added to the mining skill? No, I do not. I'm not going to go into it, but I just think it's ridiculous how people moan about, oh, we should be able to get this through mining certain things. No, thank you. Question 9 is, should poll question 8 pass and the Dragon Pickaxe is obtainable via the mining skill? Where should it come from? The highest voted option will run. The Volcanic Mine, never been there, and the Blast Mine, never been there neither. So I'm going to skip this question. Question 10. Should the Crossbow, Vigora's Chain Mace, and Famarsen's Scepter from the Revenants be added to be made more obtainable, to be improved by means determined in a future poll, informed by responses to poll question 11 and the community feedback? I've never used any of these, probably never will use any of these weapons. I don't really do anything to do with the wilderness. I don't even really do clues that often, what take me to the wilderness. So should they be more obtainable? I assume they should be for the people who want to use them, so we'll just vote yes. Question 11 is, if poll question 10 passes, we'll be discussing ways for Revenant weapons to be made more obtainable in a follow-up blog. Which of these player suggestions would you especially like us to include? Select as many as you wish. The drop rates increase above 20%. No, I don't think so. Drop rate increases while on Revenant Wilderness Slayer tasks. I do think that should be an option. That's kind of like the is it the Jawbone? I'm sure that increases when you're on a Slayer task. Trading in ancient artifacts for a chance at a Revenant weapon. The chance would be higher for the higher tier artifacts. I think that would just drive the prices up of these artifacts on the GE considerably. So do I think people should be doing that? Because it's kind of like gambling, really. So I don't think that should be, because it'd be like the fire cape thing, which I think is ridiculous anyway. So we'll vote no for that one. Trading in artifacts to a fixed value for a Revenant weapon of your choice. See, this one I agree with. Instead of gambling them away, if there's a set value of this and then you need this, this and this, or you need 5 of these artifacts, 2 of these ones, and then one of this last one. I think that is a good way to go about it. Add the Revenant weapons to a reworked bosses as a drop. These would be more common than the upgrade items. For the sake of this, I'm just going to say no. And allow the proposed attachments dropped by the reworked bosses to be traded in for the corresponding Revenant weapons. No, that is ridiculous. Let players assemble a totem from pieces dropped by Revenants and use the totem to fight a boss with improved drop rates for Revenant weapons. See, that would be quite cool. I think this would be quite sick, actually, this last one. A bit like CDKeys, though. As long as when you get these totems, you go into like a private room instead of going actually in the Revenant cave and then someone can come and like ruin your kill if you're an Iron Man. I think that would be a bit of a pain. But as long as it's a totem and it takes you to somewhere where no one else can access, that would be a good way to be able to get these items. So I'm going to vote yes for that. I forgot to go over all my answers, but a lot of them was yes. I think I skipped one question. Can I actually go back? Here we go. We can go back through it anyway. The first question was yes, 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 and then we went 50%. Then we went for the option A for the design of the weapon, but like I said, option C hilt with option A blade, that would be perfect. So you should have had like an option where you could like specify the way you wanted it. I think that would have been better. Then we voted no for the pickaxe to be obtainable via the mining skill. I don't think that should be a thing. Then we passed on question 9. Then we went yes for question 10, and then we had a few options where we agreed with, and a few of them where we didn't. But they were my answers anyway. Like I said, you guys have until Monday the 17th October to submit your feedback and your answers to this poll. But that is going to conclude today's video. I hope you guys have all enjoyed, and if you have enjoyed, please like, comment, subscribe. It really will help the channel grow. Let me know your thoughts and responses to this current poll in the comments down below. Do you agree with some of the questions I went over? Do you disagree with them? I would just love to hear some feedback. But I've been Ben. I hope you guys have all enjoyed nevertheless, and I will catch you in the next video. Goodbye.